It's election day, which means today is the last chance to vote for the President of the United States. Now I'm standing out here in front of the Rexburg City Hall, which is one of the many polling stations throughout Rexburg. Now it is important that you go to the polling station that you're registered at, which can be found through a simple Google search. Now it's just after 10:30, which means stations have been open for about 2.5 hours, and they will remain open until 8 p.m. tonight, so be sure to vote before then. Stay tuned to BYUI Scroll on Facebook and Twitter for additional coverage, and be sure to tune in when we go live on Facebook at 7 o'clock tonight. From Rexburg, this is Dallin Cervo with Scroll TV News. Now this is one of the biggest attractions of the museum. Measuring at 25 by 14 inches and weighing at 5.4 ounces, it's the world's largest potato chip. Having been designed in 1991, it contains 920 calories, or the equivalent of 80 regular Pringles potato chips. While there are many things to do here, this area may be the most popular, jumping into a giant pile of foam. Not only does the diner do its best to serve great food and give the customers its 50s atmosphere, but owner Tom Hirsch is always giving back to the community. Friday morning, residents of Idaho Falls were visited by Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders. Sanders took the stage at Skyline High School in front of a cheering crowd. With it being so close to Rexburg, many BYU Idaho students saw this rally as an opportunity.
I've never been to a rally before, so I'm just excited for the new experience.
Eager attendees began lining up as early as 5:30 a.m. Doors opened to the public at 8:30, and at 11:30, Sanders took his place on stage.
This is my first day in Idaho. What a beautiful reception. Thank you.
Sanders began his speech by speaking directly to millennials that made up the majority of the crowd and addressing his success among the younger generation.
The support that we are receiving tells me that the ideas that we are bringing forth, the notion that it is too late for establishment politics and establishment economics, that we need some bold ideas. This is what the future of America is about.
Sanders spoke on his views of many different issues, ranging from pro-choice, pro-gay marriage, and sensible gun legislative. Sanders also spoke on equality in the workforce.
There is no rational economic reason for women to be paid substantially less than men for doing the same job. That is called sexism, and together we're going to change that.
As Sanders began to conclude his speech, he gave 4 don't tell me's.
Don't tell me that the United States has to be the only major country on earth that doesn't provide guaranteed paid family leave. Don't tell me that the United States has to be the only major country that doesn't guarantee health care to all. Don't tell me that young people have to go deeply into debt because they wanted a decent education. Don't tell me that the United States should have more income and wealth inequality than any other country, while at the same time we have the highest rate of childhood poverty.
Sanders concluded his speech with one final plea.
We can change America, but the only way we change it is when millions of people stand up and fight back. And that is what the political revolution is about.
The rally saw the Skyline Gymnasium filled to near capacity as over 3,000 people were in attendance. For many of Sanders' supporters in attendance, the sight of so many people was great news.
I was really surprised and very happy to see the amount of people that turned up. Earlier this morning when we left bright and early, and we thought, maybe we'll get a good spot in line because there won't be people there, it is Idaho. But then we got there and saw the amount of people. I mean, it trailed all the way out to the street after circling the parking lot, so it was pretty impressive.
Sanders supporter and BYU Idaho student Ashlyn Nelson said the rally was an experience she will not likely forget.
It was amazing. He's an amazing speaker, and just being in the room with him and like his energy and everything, it was really amazing. And to see everyone who supported him was also really amazing.
And as for the wait,
it was definitely worth it. The man's amazing. He has some great ideas for this country, and I look forward to seeing what happens in the future.
After the rally, Sanders shook a few hands and then departed south to Salt Lake City to attend a second rally. The Idaho Democratic Caucus will take place on March 22nd, and Sanders currently trails Hillary Clinton in the Democratic nomination. Reporting from Idaho Falls, I'm Dallin Cervo, Scroll TV News. American Idol Season 7 runner-up David Archuleta performed 2 concerts at BYU Idaho this past weekend for students and members of the community. People of all ages came and were excited to hear him perform.
We are so excited. Really excited. We've been jumping up and down in our seats. We bought t-shirts.
Yep.
We've committed to this.
The concert marked Archuleta's first concert at BYU Idaho since 2010. At 7:30, Archuleta took the stage to screaming fans and performed a variety of different songs. These songs included original songs as well as cover songs. Throughout the evening, Archuleta shared many stories with the crowd. These stories included his family, the fame he experienced after American Idol, and his time spent in Chile on his LDS mission. Archuleta ended the night on a spiritual note, singing an original song describing a prayer with God. For many, the concert was an uplifting experience.
It was really good. There's things that I'm kind of oh, that was kind of nice. It was mild and it was, pleasant. This had more energy, but was still positive. It feels like it was a night that it built me up.
I really liked his prayer song at the end. I thought that was very powerful, inspiring.
If you didn't get the chance to attend the concert, David Archuleta will return to BYU Idaho in December for a BYU Idaho Christmas. Reporting from the Hart Auditorium, this is Dallin Cervo with Scroll TV News. First eyewitnesses to World War II are few and far between, but Southeast Idaho is home to a unique plane that's one of the last of its kind. Reporter Sydney Jensen caught up with the pilot of this plane. Take a look. For many of us, jump rope is a great way to get some exercise or a fun recreational activity. For others, it's a competitive sport with hours of training and practice. More Than a Rope gives us a glimpse of what competitive jump rope is and its involvement in eastern Idaho. The words "you have cancer" are never easy to hear. But a group of women in Southeast Idaho are choosing to be refined and not defined by their cancer diagnosis while helping others do the same. Reporter Darren Wimberg shows us just what they're doing to make a difference in Southeast Idaho.